Hello. How are you doing, guys? Today I'm gonna share with you some ideas about the new book of Jay Shetty. I started reading this book a while ago, but it was on and off kind of situation. So I started going through the book and sharing the most important ideas and the concepts that I found with you along the way as well. So here I go with Jay Shetty, the latest book named How to Find Love and Keep It. So this book has gained a lot of popularity and fame, of course, because this topic is so hot, and a lot of us are struggling with the issue of love, whether we want it or not. We have to just cope with it in a large amount of time and energy. So, let me tell you about the first important part of Jay Shetty's new book. So, firstly, the most important thing that really attracted my attention was the comparison between like and love. As it was said, when you like something, it's like, a flower when you want to have it for yourself and you just pluck it and you have it. But after a while, or maybe a few hours or days, you see that it just goes, that through diminishing phase and you don't have it either. You don't like it anymore. That kind of attraction fades away so soon and you do not care about it and that's it. But when it changes its place into a new place and it goes to the love side of your mindset, you take care of it. You don't block it. You just put it into a vase and you give it the water, the soil, the sunlight, everything that is needed for its growth because you take care of it. You want it to be alive and grow, and you want it to have that kind of phase of blooming and improvement and development. You pay attention to every teeny tiny change of that. To different kinds of temperatures, different responses to a wide variety of seasons, or different kinds of things that are coming along the way. And when you see a new bud, or when you see it is blooming and it is going to blossom, you really feel so excited and thrilled. So when you want something to be in the love side of your heart, it feels like that because that care is important and you do not feel like achieved and completed, but you want it to be on the process because it is the process of taking care of that which makes it so special and gives you that kind of compassionate feeling, huh? So this difference is very important, and when you think about it, you feel like, you know I have been maybe sometimes or always acting like that kind of flower because other people plucked me away and just, discarded me after a while. Or maybe I've done something like that towards a lot of other people, acting like, having those kind of flowers and playing with them, and after a while just throw them away. So these are the things that all of us, I think, have experienced, and fortunately, you might have found a love in your life, or maybe you are just trying so hard in order to find it, or maybe you have just surrendered and said that, okay, there's no love, or something like that. But we can say that it has been a lot of times in our lives that we wanted to just believe that we were in love, or we felt that we were in love, but after a while we understood that rather than love, it was lost, or it was a lie, or we were misled, or things like that. Or maybe we were convinced, and we are convinced, that the true love does not exist in this world, and we should be either single or just having some relationships or short term periods in order not to be alone and have fun, or maybe have a family in order to just live the life like our ancestors and things like that. So these feelings and these mindsets are always with us. The majority of us are struggling with these kind of issues. And sometimes we might think that, okay, love is not here, or maybe I am in a running series of misfortune and unlike situations because the person whom I am with is not that much committed, or they are not looking forward to having that kind of serious and long term relationship, or maybe you set your standard too high that you do not leave any place for those people around you to come in and show up and start that kind of relationship with you. So, whatsoever the reason here is, we can see that love has taken a lot of time and energy from us, and in majority of cases we do not feel that much satisfied, and we are not that much happy with our life, with our love life, whether we have someone in our life or not. And that's very important because the greatest pursuit of humankind is love. Love is everywhere. We were born with it. We are created based on love. So we really, really love to be loved and to love someone else. But the problem is that we do not know how to do it because we have never learned how to do that. Jay Shetty puts it very beautifully, and I do love this part. He says that um, nobody sits us down and teaches us how to love and how to be loved. And when you think about it, you can understand yourself that, yeah, that's true. You know, you always try to take something from here and there, from your parents, siblings, or friends. And the funny part is that they have never been taught or instructed to do so as well. So, nobody seems to be really well informed of how to do that. And that's why a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of problems and issues can be created because we really do not know the basic fundamental parts of love, even though it's very, very important. And the love that you experience that way is something very, very important and vital to human nature and humankind because we are created that way. We love to experience the real love on a daily basis. We want it to be that way. We don't want it to be stopped and achieved and put down and forget about it. We want it to be really accomplishing and to be going on and growing and developing. So it's very important to go for that kind of thing instead of what we can see here and there, like ghosting one another, leading each other on, or maybe just ignoring each other, or trying to just be together without love, or things like that that you can imagine better than just being said here. So this Shetty, who forgot this kind of problems when he decided to go to a Hindu place on the day of graduation from university. It's very, very interesting. And he went to India and he practiced being a monk for 3 years, and there he got acquainted and familiar with a lot of interesting ancient yet modern applicable ideas and concepts that are very, very fundamentally important here in our lives as well. So as he came back, he started teaching other people as individuals or other coaches to use those kind of ideas and concepts and information, and little by little he understood that these important lessons are very essential, easy, simple, and applicable to our modern life. As he said, it's like viewing things from an old angle with a modern perspective. I really do love this description as well. So, little by little, he understood the need for this kind of book and this kind of manual rather than a book, so that people can find love and can keep and maintain it, because it's very important to feel satisfied and to feel accomplished for both of you. I mean, the partner and totally the couple, because you need to know yourself firstly, to love yourself, and then when you're prepared, you can love and you can have another person in your life, so that both of you can feel accomplished and thrive in that kind of relationship. So there we go with this book. And of course, there are a lot of definitions. As he mentioned, there are seven, let's say, kinds and types of love based on the ancient methodology. And of course, we've got different kinds of modern definitions as well. And if you search for it, you will find a lot of crazy things based on the songs or the movies that we are bombarded with by the media. And you can see something like the crazy feeling or the second half love or second hand emotion or things like that. But the important thing is that we usually have that kind of, idealized passion, but we have no idea about that happy ever after. We don't know what happens to them, huh? So we see that kind of struggle for those people, and then everything is gone. So we have no clue about their destiny, about their love life, and things like that. So that is something our social media and media in general tries to give us in order to have in mind. And the problem is that people usually try to have that kind of feeling towards that. They're looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right. And they think that, okay, so they come one day when it is the time, huh? And this idea and this belief is reinforced by some other ideas and other things like, these kind of apps for finding your partner. And it's very good for some people who are successful in finding their soulmates and the soulmate idea, but it is not always true for everyone, and sometimes it doesn't last forever. So this kind of belief is something that is getting us nowhere. So instead of having these kind of unfulfilling and false promises or partners, we should be looking for a kind of real practical description and manual based on which we really can find love. Jay Shetty or no one else can teach us when or where we can really find love, but he's trying so hard to teach us how to love, so that if it comes into our lives, we know what to do, we know how to appreciate it, and we will have all the tools in order to have a thriving relationship that is required. So firstly, we should get into those kind of lessons. As he said, we need to get into the lessons. If I'm not mistaken, the name of those lessons are called ashram in the language, the Hindu language. So ashram has been translated into English by the word hermitage, but it is not that much exact. So Jay Shetty himself tried to give us a better definition, a more complete version of that. He said that these are some classrooms that we can learn, we can grow, and we can get the support. So the most important thing is that it's a process. So when you want to know about love, you should remember that it's not an instant kind of thing, or you cannot just learn it overnight. You need to learn about the process and to go along with that and just flow with every part of it and get the experience and the lesson in a way that you wouldn't be back to the previous class. Because if you are not completely familiar with that stage or that classroom and you want to jump over to the next level, the thing is that the life itself will just push you down again, and you have to go through all the process on the previous stage that has not been completed yet. So those stages are named as the preparation for love, and then practicing love, and then let's say protecting love, and the last stage that we need to take care of is perfecting love. So here we go with all these stages along the way. But meanwhile, I would definitely love to know about your ideas, because today I really and pushed myself to get into the picture and tell you about this book, because it was a little bit difficult for me to do that. I know a lot of people feel really comfortable and confident doing so, but it wasn't that much natural to me. So if you have listened and watched this video up until this time, it means that I should appreciate it, and I would definitely love to have you as my friend here. So do not forget to subscribe to this channel and leave me a comment if you like, whether it's a kind of good thing, or maybe it's a kind of constructive criticism that I can take into consideration, because I am on the very initial steps of producing and creating videos and the ideas. So I will definitely enjoy reading your comments, and I hope that giving those kind of comments can help me ace my video clips. And thank you so much. So I think it's good for today's video, and I will definitely tell you more about those 4 important classrooms told by Jay Shetty. So thank you so much, and I hope that beautiful loving love will come into picture for you in your lives as soon as possible. Or if you've got that thing in your life, I hope that it will last and you will experience a really compassionate love life as well. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.